Janice back with you again for another great drop-in art session. I want to give a big thank you to Perry County Council of the Arts for helping us continue to stay virtual this summer with our drop-in art program. Today, our project is based off of Aboriginal art and their mythical storytelling, which you can learn more about, all of the symbolism, colors, and some of the great ways that they communicated their Indigenous stories by clicking on the links down below. And today's project is going to be a handprint which represented peace and belonging with the earth and thankfulness for what the earth provided to the Aboriginal people, as well as we will discuss some of the symbolism behind the colors in the pigment inks. So if you'd like to make this project, stay tuned for the supplies that you will need and we'll get started. Here are the supplies you will need for today's project. A dark background piece of cardstock in either black or brown to make your card, or construction paper works as well. A piece of scrap paper or something to act as your palette. An assortment of white, red, black, and yellow paints, as well as several Q-tips to do your dot work, and a contrasting color pen. To get started with our project, you'll want to take your hand and trace it. Because we're discussing Aboriginal art today, the Aborigine, they used a lot of symbolism in their work, specifically the hand, which represented a feeling of belonging and respect and thankfulness to the earth that provided for them. And you'll often see the hand image alongside the animals and other images of their natural surroundings, because the Aborigine really held in high regard the land that supported their life and lifestyle, and the hand symbol was a way for them to show respect back to the earth for having provided for them. And so you'll want to go ahead and trace your handprint, and that's what we'll be working with today. And then they often used pigment that they could make from rocks and surrounding elements to make their dyes that they used for making their artwork. And all the art was used to communicate about life and dreams, and it was the language of the Aboriginal people. And it was how they told their stories. And the colors represent, the black represents the earth and dreamtime ancestors. Red represents fire and energy. Yellow represents the water and the great snake ancestor. White represents the sky and the stars and the sky ancestors. So to make your Aboriginal painting, they used dots in a lot of their work and simple lines. So this is a great way that you can just add as many dots as you want, kind of decorate and switch between colors. So I'm going to start by blocking some of my color just so I don't have to switch over and over again. And I think you'll see even that the black shows up pretty well on the black construction paper. And I really like that kind of tonal look too. I think it adds a lot of drama to the outside of my hand and further outlines the silhouette. And we have some links down below so that you can learn more about Aboriginal symbols and view more of the beautiful artwork and storytelling of the Aboriginal people. And if you want to add a little bit more symbolism into your work, you can use the link below to find out more about what certain lines and patterns would represent. But you can also keep it simple. And I think you'll find that this is very meditative, just to add the dots around as well. It's very relaxing. And don't worry if you smudge a little bit, that's okay. So I'm just going to go around and add my dots. Then I'll come back and show you a little bit more of what I've done. And here I've gone ahead and filled in a bit, and I tried to make the center of my hand kind of represent a flame, since that is what red would have represented, like fire and energy, that your hands can do so much. And I'm filling in with stars, like reach for the stars. And I put a couple of lines in for a different texture. And I am going to finish with a bit of yellow. You can think about the symbolism while you're working, or you can just have fun creating patterns that appeal to you. It's totally up to you. I'm going to put a little bit more red up here. And that's the energy coming out of my hands. And you still want to stay grounded while we do all our work, right? And I'm going to fill in with a few more black dots up here at the top. And then this, my idea here would be that you could use this and write a nice note of encouragement, belonging, and send it to someone. Or you could make a large poster size. And there you have it. A beautiful hand Aboriginal inspired dot painting. Thanks for joining me today, friends. Stay creative.